beautifully another thing that we're talking about with regard to relationships, and it is between friends, and more specifically between girlfriends. And I know it's like it's a very common patriotic thing or slogan where we all say, women don't like, women are not friends, women blah blah blah, women, which is another way of the patriarchy to destroy us. But at the end of the day, the culture is the culture. The problem is not the men, it's the culture. To change our culture altogether. And Kate's actress has had the same best friend forever. I'm talking about Idah. And Idah and Kate have been friends ever since back in the day. And the industry, different platforms together, on different platforms and alone. But the one thing that has remained consistent, according to Kate actress, she said that she's a very introverted person, and that means that she will drop every so often. She might not show up to plans. She might call you. All of these things, and she was like that a long time until she met Idah, and Idah made her accountable. She forced her into facing her own demons and having to be consistent, not only with calls but keeping up with her and being actual friends, because we all think that friends and friendships can just thrive on their own, but it's a relationship. You have to give energy. Energy given in is the same energy given out. If you choose not to talk to your friend for a year, guess what? You can go a year without seeing and talking to your friend. And I've just realized, yeah, you can. Because it's very easy. Everyone gets busy. Everyone gets a life. And you don't want to be those guys who every time you hang out is catching up. Oh, by the way, where have you been for the last 3 years? You know, you need to put some effort in your friendships. And I'm saying this to you as I'm saying it to myself. But Kate actress has said that their friendship has had to go through a lot of building and unbuilding and building and rebuilding and building and, you know, changing blocks here and there. But they are where they are because they've remained consistent and they have tried to keep themselves as close to each other as possible, even with them living in different places, as we all know they are. So I don't know. I feel like female friendships can be great, but it's just a mindset thing that you have to put it in your mind that, look, I'm going to put energy in this relationship. I am going to be loyal. I'm going to be a good friend. Otherwise, it's very easy for you to do very bad things to people simply because you're not that invested in their well-being altogether. Yeah.
I actually saw somebody saying, why do we give romantic relationships so much patience and so much work? But when it comes to platonic relationship, fast strike and you're done. You know, you will forgive your cheating partner 100 times. You will see the best in them. You will try to work things out. But if Kathomi looks at me sideways, I'm like, huh? Why is she looking at me like this? It's over between us. I'll never talk to her again. We're so quick to drop the balls when it comes to platonic relationships, and we don't invest as much as we should. And that's how you should do it. I'll shout out this friendship between, there's a girl called Sharon Otieno and her friend Sandy Joan. They actually went on vacation recently. As in, you can see it's a platonic relationship, but effort is being put into it. If you follow the same, you know the other. If you follow Sharon, of course, you know Sandy. Because, you know, randomly, you know, I'll send you a present, I'll send you this, I'll invest time with you. As in, you can see they really value their friendship and they put in work towards it. Every time I open up my feed and it's just the two of them, like, yes, friendship goals. Look at them thriving. And that's the same. You should do the same with your friends.
Yeah, I feel like that specifically. And and we're not talking about guy friendships, because guys have really amazing structures of friendship. Like, you may not know his second name, but if that dude calls you in the middle of the night saying he got robbed, you are pulling up and saving this dude. However, female friendships can be very tricky because, again, and learnings that we have to unlearn, but it starts with us. It has to start with you. Otherwise, it's never going to be fixed. It is what it is. It's like our government. You need to stand up like Eric Omondi and stage a live for 4 days and raise money to save your government.